Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Scorpio connection reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to get the Romance Angel cards. We're going to get a Angel Answers card for overall energy, and then we're going to get the Animal Oracle cards. We're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with, what you may need to look at, and possible future energies coming in for you. All right, so Capricorn and Scorpio, I feel like this right here. You deserve love. You are lovable. And then we're going to get Capricorn and Scorpio. What do we got? This one here. We have remain positive, okay? I feel like maybe there's something that you're questioning within the relationship. Maybe you're feeling less than, but you need to remain positive. All right, Capricorn and Scorpio. What are they struggling with? All right, clearing out the clutter. And then we have Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. Clearing out the clutter, struggling with clearing out the clutter. I feel like there may be a lot of things, I feel mentally, that you may be holding on to with Scorpio, and that you are kind of questioning that. I feel like, or it could be Scorpio is questioning that. I'm not really sure, you know, if it's Scorpio or if this reading is for Scorpio or for Capricorn, but somebody is holding on to a lot of negativity that is starting to is starting to cause problems within the relationship, right? Sometimes people like to hold on to those things that those other person has done. If the other person has irritated them, if the other person has let them down, if the other person didn't do something, right? That they'll hold on to that energy, and it will start to build up resentment and hurt towards that other person. And if it's not communicated to the other person doesn't realize, well, why is the first person feeling this way towards me? Sometimes the other person is like asking the first person, well, is everything okay? Is everything, is there anything you want to talk about? And the first person doesn't acknowledge that. And the first person is just holding on to that. And that starts to build up that resentment. So then the other person, the second person, is starting to react to how the first person is putting out that resentment energy towards them. And then that makes the first person have even more resentment towards the second person, because the second person is backing away, right? That the second person isn't, we can't always expect the other person to keep trying and trying and trying and asking and asking and asking and doing and doing and doing for us if we're not letting them know how we're feeling, if we're just holding on to things. All right. What does Capricorn and or Scorpio need to look at or be aware of within this relationship? All right, we have be at home, that safe feeling within the relationship, right? That calm feeling, that homey feeling within the relationship, okay? What are those positive things that you can look at? What makes you feel good about this relationship, all right? Life is a mystery. Sometimes people change. Sometimes situations change. Sometimes the environment around us changes and we react to that, and then that affects our relationship with that person. All right. We have this one came out for future energy. Sometimes life stings. Exactly. Sometimes life stings and people disappoint us and we disappoint people. And sometimes we have those downs in our relationships, but it's how do we handle those points? Overall energy, time for beginner mind. I love it. Time for beginner mind, because you need to clear out the clutter of the negativity, and you need to speak up, and you need to communicate with your partner, and you need to realize that there are times in our life where things become more difficult, things start to pile on, and that we need to make sure that we don't take that out on our partner, that we don't punish them for other things that are happening in our lives, or that we don't keep building up the negativity that we feel that our partner has done to us, and we hold that against them, and we're really creating a bigger problem. And are we in the negativity and we're saying these negative things about our partner, and are we making those come true because that's the energy that we're surrounding ourselves with? That we're saying, oh, this person's going to let me down. This person has let me down before. This person is going to do it again. This person is going to hurt me. This person is going to leave me. This person's going to let me down. And is that the energy that you're constantly putting out there? And that you're holding on to every single time that person did that to you. So you're like, yep, see, I told you. But you know what? You're the one that's manifesting that, because you're making that come true, because that's what you are projecting. But if you say, okay, yeah, I realize that my person let me down, that my partner, I had wanted them to do this and they didn't, so I'm going to let them know. I'm going to have that conversation. We're going to talk about it. We're going to work on it. We're going to make those changes within the relationship, and we're going to remain positive, and then we're going to get past this, and I'm going to let this go. And I'm going to move on from it, right? Time for that beginner mind. How are you going to you need to handle things differently. Well, however you're handling them, it's not working out for you. It's building up resentment, right? That it's creating negativity around you. All right, so let's get some cards here. All right. What's going on here between Capricorn and Scorpio? Capricorn and Scorpio. We have number 5, the High Priest, which is that Hierophant. And that is that belief and that faith. Could be a long-term relationship. It could be that communication, feeling like you trust that person, right? We have 5 of Cups, pouring out. Look at that. I love that. She's pouring out the liquid from that cup. Those emotions, those feelings, right? That resentment that you've had built up, that you're pouring that out. You're letting that go. Clearing out the clutter. That goes back to clearing out the clutter, right? That's what you need to do, is you need to have faith and belief in your relationship, and that if this is someone that you want to be with, that you have to look at those energies and those things that you were holding on to that you need to let go of, right? Those things that you are doing. Those things that, instead of holding on to them, that you communicate to your partner, right? Letting those things go to focus on the positive. The Strength, we have the Crone, which is the Strength card. Handling situations in a positive way. Sometimes, we can't just go attacking someone and say, you don't do this and you don't do that, and that becomes a bigger problem. That becomes a fight. That's also when we might say things that we want to hurt that other person in that moment, but the residual effects of having done that create a bigger problem. If there's something that's bothering you, figuring that out, and then figuring out the solution on how you can work past that, and that's how you present the conversation, that makes the other person feel like you're not attacking them, but that you're trying to figure a solution to this problem, or you're trying to express how you're feeling and how can we work past this? How can we get past it? That's what I was just saying here, is taking that time to yourself to figure out what it is that's bothering you, what are you holding on to, and what can your partner do to help you get past the situation, right? What are the things that need to be changed that you feel will make you feel better, that will make you feel stronger, that make you feel like things are, figuring out that plan. You have to figure out how you're feeling first, right? You have to figure out what is the truth to the situation, what are the basis of the situation, what is it, when you're getting down to the core of the problem, what is that? And then figuring that out, how can that be changed, right? And I feel like sometimes it may just be within you that you're holding on to too many things, that you need to clear out the clutter, that you're holding on to every little thing that your partner does, and it aggravates you and irritates you, and you're holding on to every little thing, and that's starting to affect your relationship, and that you realize you need to let some of those things go, right? And to just focus on the bigger things that really need to be changed or looked at, right? 5 of Pentacles. kind of feeling like I feel like you need to sort that through for yourself first. You need to figure that out for yourself first. And then we have the Sun card, right? What will make you happy? Maybe you're not even sure what will make you happy, right? Maybe you're not even sure. Maybe that's something that you need to look within yourself. And are you putting that on the other person to make you happy, to make you feel happy? But you have to feel happy within yourself. You can have the other person that can enhance that, right? But you need to be happy within yourself. You need to find that happiness within yourself. All right? Working together as a partnership. I love it. Right? Working together as that partnership. They're both smiling. They're working together. They're, making this cider together. Getting the partnership back on track and realizing, yes, sometimes life stings and we feel like we're on the outside, but we figure out why is that bothering us. We communicate with our partner, we focus on the positive, and we get our relationship back on track, right? The happiness, the fun times, right? Have a picnic together, right? When was the last time the two of you had a picnic together? Right? That would be fun, having a picnic. Those things that maybe you used to do within the relationship that maybe you haven't been doing that you need to get back to those fun and positive things that you did together. Maybe life has become too heavy, right? And it's time to turn that around and change that and focus on those fun times. All right, so let's get a Whispers of Healing to close out the reading. We have nurture. Nurture the relationship, right? Nurture the weak spots. Nurture each other, right? What are those weak spots? What are those things that you need to look at? What are those things that you need to focus on? Focus on the positive within each other, right? Getting back to the fun times, the happier times, the lighter hot times, not focusing on the negative, right? Nurture the relationship. You have to work on the relationship. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.